morning, everybody. Clearly it's early on student time, so glad you're here. Hopefully this is a great day. As Minar mentioned, we've been doing this for a while. This was originally conceptualized as something that computer science, who was then in the College of Arts and Sciences and the College of Business, could collaboratively do to look forward. NETT Day stands, of course, for Northeastern Empowerment Through Technology. So it's an acronym, and then day, obviously. We pick one day a year to do this. So over the years, this has always been forward-looking at how technology has come into and facilitates our lives. And, you know, when computer science moved into the college about 3 years ago, you know, it got even more fun because the brainstorming started among the faculty in the hallways instead of waiting for a committee meeting. And so it's been fun to watch it evolve. And, you know, we're delighted. This is one of the signature events of the college every fall. So, so with that, I say welcome to all of you to this 15th NETT Day. And back to you for the next introduction, I believe. So thank you, Minar, and everyone who put this together.
Rachel is a senior customer success manager with Coursera, and she has a background in K-12 and adult learning, which makes her talk very relevant to our work here. And she got a master's degree in higher education administration. And currently her focus is on enabling organizations to learn through the Coursera platform. Please join me in welcoming Rachel.
I want to move around. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming. As mentioned, my name is Rachel Devine. I work for Coursera. And today, let me just make sure this clicker works. Let me get all my, if it's not working, I can click it too. I don't think it is. I can do it manually. I'm low maintenance. Right now. Awesome. Good. Okay, great. Okay, so how many of you here are familiar with Coursera? And how many of you have taken courses through Coursera as part of the NEIU courses available? Okay, it's just a few of you. How many of you have never heard of us at all? Okay, so we've got a good little mix. And then some of you are in the not A, not B category, so not raising our hands. So we're going to talk a little bit today about the benefit of Coursera and a professional certification along with a degree that you get from NEIU. So we do have some research that has shown us that employers, especially for folks that are coming in to those entry-level jobs, do prefer candidates that have both a degree and a professional certification. So this can help you not only have a university degree, but really give you some experience and some legitimacy as you're getting into the job world. To do these separately. Okay. So entry-level professional certificates are a big component of our Career Academy, which is what is offered here at NEIU. And so these certificates are job role aligned. They are training programs that teach skills that are needed for entry-level roles and in-demand career fields. Right now, we have 21 professional certificates from industry leaders such as Google, Meta, IBM, and so on and so forth. Some of them you see here. So these span a diversity of roles that will help you with key skills that employers are looking for, especially as an entry-level person looking for a job. We have things such as data science, UX design, digital marketing, and there is a high demand globally for these skills. So Coursera as a company will continue to invest heavily in these entry-level certifications. Okay, so some of you may be familiar with Career Academy, which is offered here. And if you're not, definitely something you should look into taking part in. So Career Academy is designed to prepare you all for in-demand jobs with skills training and professional certificates from companies, again, as some of those I just mentioned, Google, Meta, IBM, and more. So this Career Academy, you can explore different roles. You can look at what the skills are that are needed for that, what types of certification are available. And it will also help you create a portfolio. You can look at average income that you can expect as somebody going into this role with a certification, and what types of areas are becoming more popular, and what's looking like it will have the most jobs available once you are ready to move into that. Okay, so here's an overview of some of those components of Career Academy for those that have not seen it yet. So the discovery page is the first page you'll come to, the landing page. So you can browse and filter roles based on your interest and based on the domain. The description page is going to give you a little bit more detail as far as not just job titles, but requirements, salary, as I mentioned, vacancy data for certain areas of the US. So what jobs are more in demand than others. You can also look at what certificates will make you a bit more competitive in this market. And you can look at guided projects that are aligned to the role to help you build those skills that are going to be necessary to be competitive in these roles. And we'll talk a little bit more about guided projects in a bit. You have to click it at two different places. Okay. So the first thing that you'll see in Career Academy, again, is that discovery page, that landing page that you come to. And that's going to be the starting point where you'll see different roles and the certificates that we offer from various partners. So you'll see the skills that each certificate develops, and you can discover the roles that align with where your interests are. So you can look at any of these roles here. You can see how we offer them and what ways certifications are available. Once you click into a role you're interested in, you're taken to the description page. So here you can look at the skills that are required, open roles, again, that average salary that we talked about. And then the guided projects are quick under 2-hour projects that you can do to help you get a little bit more skills quickly in a role that you're interested in. Okay. So the guided projects, a little bit more about those, again, to help you get those skills, as I mentioned, in under 2 hours. And some of the benefits of those is that they're hands-on. So you can actually take an area that you're interested in or a course and work on a project within that time frame to do some hands-on learning. They'll help develop those job-ready skills to allow you all to practice on tools and technologies. And they're guided along, allowing you to work alongside a professor in a certain interface. And they're easy to use. There's no software installation. There's no complicated way of setting this up. You simply log in and you can take part in those. So here are some of the certificates that we have available now as part of the program. Okay, so you can see here that we've got in 3 different industries. We've got software and IT, business, and data. So a lot of these are, you'll see the little demarcation with the ACE credit. So those are ones that have passed that American Council on Education as a course that recommends college credit for having this. So that is just shows that there's a little bit more behind it. There's a little bit more credibility behind that certificate. The other ones that don't have it are most likely in the process of attaining it. But this is a pretty larger list of what you have. And then here's where we are going or what's coming up. So you can see here, I know that's probably kind of small, but at the end of this year, you can see we have game design coming in. And then in 2025, we'll have personal training under the health section. So we will branch out from standard business and data and IT and try and move into other areas that folks have been asking for. So all of these are constantly changing. We're trying to get new partners in and getting new certifications all the time. So those are what we have now, and that's what's coming down the road. So some of the benefits of Career Academy, and let me know if you want to say anything about what's available. We'll have some more information for you all soon. Okay, so here is an example slide of a certificate or a badge. So when you get this badge, this is something that you can then put onto your LinkedIn profile. You can showcase that you've earned this certification. You will get a digital certificate and the badge when you complete the course. You can put it on your resume. Again, you can add that to LinkedIn under your certifications. Guided projects that you take part in can be added to your portfolio, and those can also be shared on LinkedIn and on your resume. here. Okay. So again, the Career Academy is mobile friendly. You don't have to just be on a computer or laptop to do that. It does have short bite-sized lessons. It does have offline access and different modes, the ability to take notes, some asynchronous offerings. So it is a very convenient option to take part in as well. And this is a preview of our Gen AI Academy experience. So this is something that we are now growing, and it's something that's become extremely popular in Coursera offerings. We offer this from a basic understanding of Gen AI for everyone. We have one for teams and leadership managers. So AI is definitely in high demand. And so it's a very popular course that we have, not just within universities and campuses, but everywhere where we offer those courses. So this academy allows you to build programming based on different roles and tailor that content based on your organization. So Gen AI for everyone is the foundational one that's available to everyone. And then we have a Gen AI for executives that will have a bit more specific content for folks in leadership. So it helps the organization get ready for that AI foundational literacy that's going to be needed as we move forward. Has anybody seen this or used this before? Okay, so this is all pretty new. Okay. Okay. This is just a little bit of information on sort of how we're seeing the growth internally at Coursera. So we were seeing a tiny number of enrollments when it was first available at the end of 2022. And then you can see that insane growth up to now, which is the end of 2024. So when we first rolled out Gen AI Academy, we had 1 enrollment a minute, and now we have 6 enrollments every minute. So it's a very, very popular, rapidly growing course. So it's something that Coursera as a company is putting a lot of resources into and developing to make sure that we have a lot of offerings in that area. So again, these are the 3 areas of Gen AI Academy. The Gen AI for everyone is that foundational level, that foundational literacy with AI content. Then we have Gen AI for executives. So if there's senior leadership that's interested in doing something like that within an organization, and then Gen AI for teams. So that is the most recent one, and that's going to help with cross-functional teams, use cases, and then you can see the courses that are available under each of these as well. Some new things that we have coming to Coursera that will be available to you soon. We have something called Coursera Coach, which is an AI component that will be available in there to personalize that experience. So it is powered by GPT, and it does have the same content. You can ask it questions in real time. You can ask it questions based on coursework that you have, if you're preparing for an assessment or a test or something like that, and it will respond back to you. And as we move through and add new features to this, you'll be able to do things like role playing. You'll be able to come up with scenarios that you can practice. So it really will be a nice addition to what you're using in the Academy already. And here is what it will look like. So again, it will be interactive. Right now, you type into it. Soon we'll have the voice command where it can actually speak back to you. The robots are taking over. So as you get into it, you can use the content that you have in a course or something that you're working on, and it will work with you. You can use it within instruction. Professors, teachers, educators of any kind can use it as part of the curriculum. They can assign tasks through there for you all to do. So it's a great, pretty cool thing that we're adding on and should be available soon. Okay, so we've got a couple things that are kind of fun that we'll show you in just a minute. Any questions so far? I'm gonna move in through this kind of quickly. Okay, stop me at any point. So yeah, thank you for having us here. We're excited to have you on this journey and join in the community that we have here. So if you have not already, we wanted to give you an opportunity to access Career Academy, no matter what area of the university you are in. So if you wanted to get started, you can take a screenshot or pull up the QR code here. Number one is if you are not a College of Business and Technology student, and number two is if you are. So right now, Diana, correct me if I'm wrong. So through the College of Business and Technology, you have this available to you.
Yeah, anybody who is currently a CBT student, whether you're a major, minor, intended, pre-major, double major, you would already have access. You would want to be scanning the second QR code. If you have not already claimed your learner account, you would have received an invitation via email, but you can access it that way using your NEIU credentials. So single sign-on, just the way you log into Newport, and mail, all of those things. Once you scan the core code, it's going to ask you to log in with College of Business and Technology, your NETT ID at NEIU. So that non-hyphenated email is your username. Password is the same as used for all the other systems. And if you are a non-CBT student joining us today, or just have not declared your major yet, then you can go ahead and scan the first one and get access to Coursera.
And I believe we're going to give access to non-CBT students for, did they talk about how long or?
Well, if you're here today, you can request the access.
Got it.
By scanning that first code. But yes, currently, we've got Coursera available to College of Business and Technology exclusively, but again, we're inviting others in the university community who are here today, to come explore Coursera with us. So if you're here, again,
Enroll.
access it, you'll log in with the same, again, credentials that you use, for NEIU. And you can follow up with us, with any questions.
Yes.
When will it be expired if I'm graduating next year? Will it be expired or can I still use it on the summer?
That's
So
a-
currently, we just launched it, just right before fall semester started, and the intention is that for all of our current students who have access to the program, and then once you graduate, we will allow you to maintain access for 12 months after graduation. After that, those who are interested in continuing to learn through Coursera, we do have options for a very discounted subscription for our alumni beyond the 1 year after graduation.
So definitely once you enroll, take advantage of it. Take those courses and keep moving through. It's a great resource.
And so anybody can get on Coursera on their own independently, right? And you're paying a subscription fee just like you would for anything else. But again, we're making this accessible to all of our CBT students during your time here. And while you're here, you can learn as much as you want, right? You can take 3 courses, take 10 certifications, again, just to elevate your degree along with these professional certifications and skills that are going to get you in front of employers and have that competitive advantage. The only limitation at this time is that you can be enrolled in 5 courses at a time, because again, we want you to be successful, make progress, but once you complete a course, you can replace it with another one. So we encourage you to explore, and also you may be an accounting student interested in cybersecurity. Like, you're not limited to what you're studying in your courses in your major. This is an opportunity to, again, expand your skills and knowledge, so that you can really.
Yeah, so that's an important point. So regardless of what your major is or what your area of focus is, if you're interested in any of the courses that you see, take it. It's a tough world out there for entry-level jobs. Get all the certifications and help that you can so that you can be competitive when you're out there. So.
Yeah, and just I want to point out too, I think we're currently the 3rd university in Illinois who are making this accessible to our students. So again, this is an opportunity that we're investing in you as students so that you can be as successful as possible during your time here and as you begin your careers after NEIU.
Yeah. Other questions? Okay, well, if you come up with any, Diana's here. I believe various department heads can answer questions or at least funnel you to the right person. I'm happy to answer questions if you think of anything after this. And thank you so much for tuning in today. Yes. Do you want to take that or you want?
Sure. So as Rachel showed, some of the courses and certificate programs do have that ACE recommendation for college course credit. Currently, only the non-traditional degree programs on campus have the ability to turn that into course credit. So if you are a CBT student, again, we encourage you to take this as an additional credential and skill to add to your resume. But if you're interested in pursuing a course or certificate for course credit, currently we don't have that option, but you can speak to your advisors, obviously, about what the best way
Mhm.
to take advantage of this would be.
Perfect. And that's always up to whatever institution decides to use this. So we as a company offer degree programs and
Mhm.
other things, but yeah, so you'd be limited to that here. But it's a great way to get a certification along with your degree here. Mhm.
So with this company, somebody's able to like have a degree with Coursera?
Yeah, they can go through. Yeah, it's not through Coursera. It's through one of the university partners we work with. So everything comes through the Coursera platform, but it would be a degree from that university that we use on there. So yes, they can enroll and do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Or if they were to take one of the ACE recommended courses or certificates and they go to an institution, whether it's NEIU through our NDP program or another institution that does accept those, then they could potentially
Yes.
receive some types of course credit towards their degree completion.
We always recommend checking with that
Yeah,
institution
absolutely.
because it is up to the receiving institution to decide if they honor the college credit. So just because there's that recommendation, you still want to make sure that that's going to count for something. But yes, those are usually transferable and it'd be great to get some college credit too. 1 second. Yes.
Thank you. So I saw that you guys are launching NASM on 2025. Do you have an exception, like a date for that by chance?
Not at this point. I'd have to check the roadmap. Yeah, we can keep you updated. It's going to be on the website and
Okay.
we'll release that as it comes. So
But if you're a student and you claim your account, you're going to have
That's it.
access to what's available now. And then as soon as any of the new certificate programs do become available, then they will be available to you.
you'll find out right away. If you enroll in Coursera, yeah, you'll get separate notifications than sort of the general public would get. Yeah. Yep.
If I'm taking a CCNA, course in Coursera, do I need to go outside and take the test for CCNA, or the certification is all in one with Coursera?
You would need to still take whatever certification that is required for that.
Yeah, I believe that's the case. I
Yeah.
believe that's an example in some other courses or certificate programs prepare you to
Mhm.
take an exam, right? But they don't offer that exam or credential through Coursera. You're just.
Especially if
have
it's
met the
something that's state
requirements.
specific.
Mhm.
So if it's a state specific credential, or if it's a certification for, Illinois or something like that, yeah, you would need to go out and do that. The certification in here is going to be offered by whatever institution is hosting or is offering the course through Coursera. So it'll either be, an IBM certification or a Google certification, or if it's one of the university partners, it would be a certification through them. But if there's an actual exam required for the degree, that would be something that would be separate.
Yeah, I think another example is one of the project management certificates. I think it's the Google one. Once you complete the certificate, you have that Google project management certificate, and I
Mhm.
believe it satisfies the requirements. You need to now sit for one of the project management. I think it's not the
PMP
PMP.
or
There's
something?
there's two of them, but one of them. But so that would satisfy the requirements to sit for the exam.
Yeah.
But you also get the credential on
But
top of it. so.
great question.
Yeah.
Very good. Anybody else? Good questions. Well, again, we're here. If you come up with anything else, thank you so much for joining us today. And I hope you take advantage of the QR code and sign up. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.